Today we are going to learn about the dielectric materials. So last time we have seen insulating material, and before that we have seen the conducting material. Okay. So when we talk about this dielectric material, it is related with, or we can say that the material which can hold the charge, or it will try to avoid the passage of electric current when the current is flowing between, or we can say, the two terminals. When the input current, or you can say that when the current is flowing, it is trying to avoid it. Okay, so how it is going to avoid it? Because dielectric materials are basically an insulators, but no current will flow through them when the voltage is applied. So they will act as an insulator when the voltage is applied. If we are removing the voltage is created, we can say, or the voltage is basically shown across that material. Now the voltage is applied across the dielectric object, it becomes a polarized. Now what do you mean by polarized? पोलराइज का मतलब ये होता है कि इट शोज द पोलैरिटी सेपरेटेड, मतलब एक साइड को पॉजिटिव पोलैरिटी दिखेगी आपको, एक साइड को नेगेटिव पोलैरिटी दिखेगी. ओके, नाउ एटम्स आर मेड विद द टू components. One is positively charged nucleus and we have negatively charged electrons, and because of the polarization it tried to shift the electrons towards the positive side, and because of which what will happen, there are creation of positive charge one side and negative charge one side. Now as you can see, if the both charges are separated, the chances of flow of electron is reduced because the voltage is applied there. Now if we see, this amount of polarization is dependent on the certain voltage level, and that particular voltage level will be dependent on, or it can say that this particular object will influence the amount of electrical energy that can be stored. Now why this object is going to influence that, that is a question in your mind. Now if we have the material which has a higher capacity to store the charge, or higher capacity to follow the polarization, then that time what will happen, the dielectric constant of that material will decide whether that material has a dielectric strength or not, at what voltage the dielectric material will give you the results. Okay, and accordingly the material will act to store the charges. Now where this material is being used, if you talk about the
Capacitor.
dielectric material, so first we can say that the capacitor, it is very common answer, but apart from that, what are the different areas where we can use the dielectric material? Just write your answer in the chat box. Now also we have a tendency of charging as well as discharging of the material. Charging discharging मतलब क्या? पोलराइजेशन. पोलराइजेशन अगर हुआ तो चार्ज हो रहा है, अगर पोलराइजेशन निकल गया इसका मतलब है डिस्चार्ज हो गया वो. Let's see how this particular figure will explain you about the electrodes, positive and negative electrodes, application of electric field, and the distance between these two electrodes. Okay, so as soon as this distance increases, the intensity of electric field will reduce, and then your material will experience the less amount of electric field. Now let's go through the theory where it says the material which has placed across the plates of the capacitor like a non-conducting bridge. Dielectric material is plain simple insulator, but due to the polarization, the dipoles are arranged in such a way that it will have the positive and negative polarity separated. Okay, so the dielectric materials have no free charges. All the electrons are bound and associated. Related to that, if we talk about this diagram, all the positive and negative charges will be separated in such a way. Okay, so this is, we can say, the application of dielectric material. Now if the electric field is applied and we get this kind of structure there, so what will be the use of, or what will be the purpose of that dielectric material? Because there is no current flowing through it. But if there is no current flowing through it, then also the polarization is able to create an potential difference between the two plates, and that we call it as a discharging voltage, or voltage which can be used at the time of discharging the capacitor. Now if the dielectric material is used, then between the capacitor plates it can be used to reduce the useful electric field. यूज कैसे करेंगे? हमारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को एज अ चार्ज के यहाँ पे रख के हम उसे यूज कर सकते हैं. ओके, कैसे? बाय स्टोरिंग द इलेक्ट्रिकल फील्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ चार्ज. सेकेंड क्या है? इट बूस्ट द कैपेसिटेंस. स्ट्रक्चर जो है आपका कैपेसिटेंस का, कैपेसिटर प्लेट का, वो आपका बूस्ट हो जाएगा, मतलब कम हो जाएगा, कम जगह में आपका कैपेसिटर बनेगा. द नेक्स्ट वन इज देयर इज अ स्पेस इन बिटवीन द कंडक्टिंग प्लेट्स. उनके बीच में कांटेक्ट नहीं होगा. ओके, एंड द लास्ट वन, इट कैन बी यूज्ड टू प्रिवेंट द स्पार्किंग. इट इज यूज्ड फॉर रिड्यूसिंग द शॉर्ट सर्किट ऑफ द capacitor plate. Now we need to measure that. Now we need to make sure that we have the value of that constant. Okay, give me a moment. Draw this diagram till now.
Okay. Hello.
Okay, done everyone. जब भी आपका डायग्राम हो जाएगा डन बोलना है इधर चैट बॉक्स में. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now when we talk about the dielectric constant, it is a number where we can compare whether our material is able to store the charge. If we compare it with the higher capacity material, how much percentage this material is having a capacity to, hold the charge, and at what voltage level the particular material will stop working as a, or stop behaving as a insulator. Okay, so let's see, when comparing it with the vacuum which has a maximum capacity to provide the dielectric value with compared to the water, glass, Teflon, PVC, polypropylene. Okay, so these all the materials is in the comparison of the relative dielectric value, that is relative permittivity. What is the word? Permittivity, relative permittivity. तो कितना परसेंटेज ऑफ चार्ज आपका मटेरियल अलाउ कर रहा है स्टोर करने के लिए, दैट वी आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम दिस. ओके, यहाँ तक समझ में आया सबको? सो when we talk about the capacitor, if you have seen the symbol of capacitor, like you can see in this image, there is a one plate which is a top one, which you can see here, and one is at the bottom, Q minus and Q plus, and in between these two plates there is a material which is actually holding the charge, and because that material is holding the charge, this particular arrangement is called as capacitor. So what is the first property or a first function, or you can say the only function of a capacitor if we talk about related with the dielectric material, is that it is storing the charge, and whenever we are completing the circuit, the charge is being discharged. मतलब कैपेसिटर में जो चार्ज प्रेजेंट है वो आपके सर्किट के थ्रू क्या होता है, कंप्लीट सर्किट के थ्रू उसमें से फ्लो होता है, एंड देन दैट चार्ज इज लाइक जैसे आपके पास बैटरी होता है उसके अकॉर्डिंग वो सब इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को वो फ्रीली मूव करने के लिए अलाउ करता है. सो आई होप यहाँ तक आपको समझ में आया है. एंड ये पॉसिबल करने के लिए जो मटेरियल रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, दैट मटेरियल इज नथिंग बट your dielectric material. Okay, now moving ahead with this, dielectric material has capacity to store the charge, and this particular material where the charge is being stored is calculated with this formula Q is equal to CV, where C stands for capacitance and V stands for voltage which is being applied or which can be used for storing the charge. So now if you talk about the definition of the dielectric material, so we can have a very first point which will add and say not doubt, but maybe you will consider that this dielectric material is like an insulating material. Why insulating material? Because these materials are not allowing the current or the electrons to flow, but they will be holding that. They will be holding this particular charge, so that you can consider that if it is holding, then it is not allowing to flow. बराबर? अगर आपको दौड़ना है, you want to move somewhere, और आपको किसी ने पकड़ के रखा है, तो वो दोनों चीजें एक साथ नहीं हो सकती. ओके, और if you have a pet, पेट डॉग है आपके पास, आपको डॉग को दौड़ाना है, तो आप उसका जो लेन है, उसको लेनियार्ड जो है उसको रिमूव करना पड़ेगा, देन ओनली ही कैन रन। सिमिलरली इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के बारे में भी है, तो अगर हमें उसको स्टोर करना है तो इसका मतलब है उसे हमें भागने नहीं देना है। सो वी ऑल्सो से दैट दे आर इसेंशियली एन insulators, which means no current will flow through the material when voltage is applied. So whenever voltage is applied, there is no current that is flowing through it, but certain changes are happening to the atomic scale when the voltage is applied. Now the dielectric object is being polarized. Why polarized? Because all the positive and negative is being separated and we get different poles, positive and negative. Now since these atoms are like made of this in the nucleus, like protons, neutrons, electrons, this polarization effect is happening on the electrons towards the positive voltage. Now what happens? Electrons are of which polarity? Just type in the chat box. What is the polarity of electrons? Yes, negative polarity, right? So negative will be attracted towards positive terminal, positive voltage. Okay. Now because they do not travel enough to create the current flow within the material, the shift is very limited. The shift is very microscopic, you can say, and this will be considered as an important effect. Now how we are going to use this effect in our applications, right? So that we will get some output out of it. So one thing is that we can do that if we applied the voltage source, then this all electrons will travel to one place, they will be located there, and then if the voltage source is removed from that material, that electrons want to reach to some place where they earlier were, right? And for that purpose, what happened? Once the voltage source is removed, these molecular bonds or polarization is trying to get dissolved. उसको क्या होता है, थोड़ी देर में वो again उसके original position में जाना चाहता है. But this dielectric material is also a insulator. So this material is not allowing those electrons to come back to the original position, and because of that, if you applied an external circuit, okay, external circuit, then that external circuit will allow that electrons to flow through it. So what is happening now? Electrons will be flowing, but not through the material, but through the external circuit, and that is what we call it as discharging of a capacitor. यहाँ तक समझ में आया सबको? Okay. Now the amount of polarization which is happening or which occurs when there is a voltage applied to our object, that time let's see what happened. Certain voltage applied to the object which is influencing the amount of energy, electrical energy, which is consist in that material. Okay, so now this material is basically storing the energy in the electric field. So electric field में ये energy को क्या किया जाता है, store किया जाता है, and that energy we can use once we are connecting the circuit. Okay, यहाँ तक समझ में आया आपको? Perfect. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now how this actually happen? So draw this diagram in your notebook, and when you done with this, type done in the chat box.
Sir, we have to write all the points.
Yes. Not this. You just have to draw the diagram. Only diagram.
Okay, sir. Diagram.
Now, this particular diagram where you earlier drawn in your notebook, now you see the difference that positive and negative dipoles or electric field is organized in particular arrangement. Okay. So now this is a second figure where we have seen that our dielectric material has properly aligned along with the electric field. Okay, so first of all we will see what is the main function. So you need to write it down in your notebook, these 4 points. What is the use of dielectric material in the capacitor? Okay, so first point आपको लिखना है, ये चारों points लिखना है. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now write it down in your notebook. क्या है first point? क्या है? It decreases the useful electric field between the capacitor plate. Second, boost the capacitance of the capacitor plate structure. Keep the conducting plates from coming in contact. Then reduce the possibility of short circuiting or shorting out by sparking during the high voltage. Okay, so these are the four functions which dielectric material is doing. Now first draw this diagram and then write down these 4 points. Okay, go ahead.
सर वो सेम डायग्राम है क्या डिफरेंट है?
सर एक बार रिपीट करो ना, क्या बोले आप?
अलग है ना, अलग डायग्राम है ना दोस्त। ये देख, पहला इसमें क्या था, मतलब सॉर्टेड नहीं था, ये ऐसा अनसॉर्टेड था, दिख रहा है?
हाँ सर।
और अभी सेकंड केस
सर ये पूरा पीडीएफ लिखना है क्या, जितना पेजेस आप दिखा रहे हैं?
जरा पहले इमेज देखो सब लोग। ये इमेज में क्या दिख रहा है आपको? ये प्लस माइनस ऐसा अनसॉर्टेड है ना, मतलब ऐसा लाइन में नहीं है, पोलराइज नहीं है।
हाँ सर।
okay? और यहाँ पे देखो सेकंड में ये पोलराइज हो गया व्हेन वी अप्लाइड द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड प्रॉपर्ली। ठीक है, तो ये डायग्राम सेकंड है, पहला डायग्राम ऐसा था। ठीक है, गो अहेड, ड्रॉ इट एंड देन राइट डाउन दिस 4 पॉइंट।
सर ये पूरा लिखना है क्या?
ओनली 4 पॉइंट्स, लास्ट के 4 पॉइंट्स है ना।
हाँ, ऊपर का कुछ नहीं लिखना है, डायग्राम वगैरह ड्रॉ नहीं करना है ना?
डायग्राम ड्रॉ करना है और ये 4 पॉइंट्स लिखना है।
ओके सर।
सर मेरा लैपटॉप के थ्रू ऐसा वीडियो नहीं आ रहा है।
ओके, डन एवरीवन?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, as you see, the material has the property of aligning its electrons and its atomic structure in the charge wise, मतलब चार्ज के अकॉर्डिंग वो एक प्लस माइनस ये फॉर्मेट में उसको अलाइन कर सकता है। तो इसमें एक और हमारे एक बोल सकते हैं हमें क्वालिटी है। There is one quality of this material which we should also know, and that quality is called as dielectric constant. Okay, so now if you talk about the dielectric constant, that for that particular material is also called as a permittivity of the material. Now what exactly it represents? It's the ability of that material to concentrate these electrostatic lines of flux. So electrostatic lines of flux will be concentrated so that we can have a proper you can say separation of these charges. Now in more practical terms, it's like it representing the ability of material to store the electrical energy in the presence of an electric field. So if we are able to provide an electric field, then there is a storage of electrical energy within that material. Now say for example, materials like vacuum and other materials have this ability, but in the different values, मतलब वो जो नंबर रहेगा वो हर एक के लिए अलग अलग रहेगा, but everyone has a capacity to store the charges. Okay, now how exactly we are going to calculate that? So permittivity of the vacuum is like physical constant is epsilon 0. This term which you are able to see here is called as a epsilon 0, which is approximately 8.854 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 12. Okay, this is 10 to the power minus 12. It's farads per meter. It's a unit of capacitance, farads per meter. Meter is a distance unit, so that we can have this many of farads of capacitance per length or per meter length. Okay, now this constant is like appears in very widely used electromagnetism formulas. Now you can say that sir आप कैपेसिटर के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, and why electromagnetism is coming into picture? Because electromagnetic field is also responsible, you can say, or it is representing this capacitance quality, because of which you will be getting the this permittivity concept. Okay, so it's like a ability कि कितना amount of electrical energy हम ये material में store कर सकते हैं. ओके, आई होप यहाँ तक सबको क्लियर हो गया है. आगे बढ़ते हैं. ये आपको नोट डाउन करना है. एप्सिलॉन 0 इज इक्वल टू 8.854 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10 टू द पावर माइनस 12 फैराड पर मीटर. ओके, नाउ लेट्स सी हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू यूज इट फॉर पर्टिकुलर material. So permittivity of the material is like epsilon. Epsilon r is a relative permittivity, which we will comparing it with the vacuum, and then this particular epsilon r is multiplied, say always greater than 1, because 1 if we compare it, it will always for the vacuum. Okay, so when we multiply this epsilon r and epsilon 0, we will be getting the value of material's permittivity. Okay. Now, when the material is able to store the energy, the free space is like subjected to an electric field. Otherwise, it won't be related with the electric field. And this property is mostly useful for our capacitor application. So these materials can be used for varieties of application. Okay. So there is one homework question for you. Write down in your notebook, what are the application? Okay, what are the application of dielectric material apart from capacitor? मतलब capacitor के अलावा
what is the application?
What are the application of dielectric material except capacitor? मतलब कैपेसिटर के अलावा डाइलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल का हम इस्तेमाल कहाँ पे कर सकते हैं. ओके, तो ये आपको एक होमवर्क क्वेश्चन है, इसको ढूंढना है आपको. नाउ दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ कैपेसिटर एप्लीकेशन is like we are going to see the stability of that material, that why these materials are stable and why this value, dielectric constant value, is constant for most of the materials. Okay, so materials के according आपके हर एक मटेरियल के टाइप के अकॉर्डिंग ये जो वैल्यू है वो कांस्टेंट किस तरह से होती है और इसे हमें क्या बेनिफिट होता है वो हम देखते हैं. इसका हमें अभी एक चार्ट यहाँ पे दिखाई देगा आपको. इज इट विजिबल? ओके, so different materials have different values of relative permittivity, and here is a list of materials which we are using for capacitor along with their epsilon r values. Now here frequency also plays an important role. Okay, temperature also plays an important role, where we can get these values at the reference values of frequency and temperature. Okay, so we are having the frequency value, that is 1 kilohertz, you can see, and the room temperature. So room temperature can vary from 30 degrees to 20 degrees to 30 degrees or 50 degrees, or even in some countries it may also go to the -5 or -10. But we are when we talk about the room temperature, it's like where a human being can comfortably live. So consider it as a 30 degree or 30-35 degrees. Okay, so at that temperature and at that frequency, if we use this material, which material? The material which is given in this list. Okay, ये list में क्या क्या material दिया है? Vacuum, water, glass, Teflon, polyethylene piece, polyamide. So these all materials have different values of epsilon r. Epsilon r value, we are able to convert this value by putting it in the formula and getting the value of particular. So write down this table in your notebook. Only the table you have to write down in your notebook. Okay, and then you just unmute yourself and let me know.
Sir, so all these are temperatures, no? 2.2, 2.36, sir.
Okay, done everyone? You done? Done with this?
Sir, we are done with that. Sir, वो जो last PPT में वो था, वो 25,000, 2.36. सर वो टेम्परेचर था कि डेंसिटी था उसकी? यस सर, यही
हो गया क्या आपका?
हाँ सर, हो गया है.
सबका हो गया? Everyone just type done in the chat box. Okay, done. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now this is what we are going to see now. What do you mean by the dielectric strength? Okay, so dielectric strength is like insulating material is a maximum dielectric stress which the material can withstand. Now what do you mean by that? Say for example, as we see that there is this particular material. Let me share that screen with you also. Okay, so now you can see here, if there is this material, dielectric material, and we are applying some voltage through this plate 1 and plate 2. Okay, ये दोनों के बीच में हम वोल्टेज अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, एंड दैट वोल्टेज इज हैविंग some limitation. Okay, ये वोल्टेज हम कितना दे सकते हैं ये मटेरियल को, ये डिपेंड करता है और इसकी वैल्यू सेट रहती है. अगर इससे ज्यादा हमने दिया तो ये क्या हो सकता है, मटेरियल डैमेज हो सकता है. और उस मटेरियल के स्ट्रेंथ को हम क्या कहते हैं, डाइलेक्ट्रिक strength. Okay, so dielectric strength of an insulating material is defined as the maximum dielectric stress with the material can withstand. Okay, जो मटेरियल withstand हो सकता है, कर सकता है, वो उसका जो स्ट्रेस है वो हैंडल कर सकता है, उस पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू को हम बोलेंगे dielectric strength. Now what are those different factors? I guess okay. So now you can see the factors which are affecting the value of dielectric strength. तो इसका unit क्या होता है? What is the unit of dielectric strength? So unit of dielectric strength is like kilovolts. Now not only volts, मतलब 200 volts, 12 volts, 30 volts ऐसा नहीं, kilovolts मतलब 11 kilovolts, 20 kilovolts, 220 kilovolt like that. Okay, and then ये आपका जो structure है, यहाँ पे जो कंस्ट्रक्शन आपको दिख रहा है, इस पे कौन सा इफेक्ट होता है, कौन से इसके वैल्यूज की वजह से ये वोल्टेज जो है वो हम डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कितना ज्यादा वोल्टेज हम दे सकते हैं. वो फर्स्ट पॉइंट है प्रेशर, देन टेम्परेचर, ह्यूमिडिटी, नेचर ऑफ अप्लाइड वोल्टेज एंड इम्परफेक्शन ऑफ मटेरियल, कि मटेरियल आपका कितना इम्परफेक्ट है, बिकॉज ऑफ विच देयर आर चांसेस ऑफ करंट फ्लोइंग थ्रू इट. ओके, तो ये पॉइंट्स है जो आपको कंसिडर करना है. तो ये डेफिनेशन भी आप लिख लीजिए and also you write down these 4 points also. Okay, go ahead. When you done with this, just type done in the chat box. Done everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now as we seen the dielectric constant value, now we are going to see what is the value of dielectric strength for different materials. Okay, so the unit is like kilovolts per inch or kilovolts per meter also, but now for this table we will be using kilovolts per inch of distance between the positive and negative polarity. So draw this, write down this table in your notebook with the heading dielectric strength. Okay, done everyone. Now we will see when this dielectric strength is exceeded by the applied voltage or a normal current is passing through or the voltage is applied to our dielectric material, the object or that capacitor or whatever the application where we are using this dielectric material is getting the heat, or we can say that the material is getting heated, and when the heating happens, that heat we are not able to use. Now dear students, see what happen if we are using any energy. If we are using any energy and that energy is utilized for some purpose, then we can say that the material का जो इस्तेमाल है वो अच्छे से 100% हो चुका है. But if the material is not you can say utilizing its total property or whatever the property it has, then we say it is a loss. So what do you mean by dielectric loss? डाइलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल की प्रॉपर्टी है इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज को स्टोर करना, इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी को स्टोर करना जब हम इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड जो है वो उसे अप्लाई करते हैं. बट अगर वैसा काम करने के लिए 100% आउटपुट अगर हमें नहीं मिलेगा तो हम बोल सकते हैं कि देयर इज अ लॉस. नाउ व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दैट लॉस? अगर आपने नहाने के लिए गर्म पानी बनाया है तो वो हीटिंग आपके लिए काम का है, बट यहाँ पर आपका जो कैपेसिटर है या आपका जो डाइलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल है वो चार्ज स्टोर करते वक्त गर्म हो रहा है, तो वो जो गर्मी है, वो जो हीटिंग है, उसका आपके किसी भी पर्पस के लिए, एप्लीकेशन के लिए काम नहीं है उसका. इट मीन्स दैट इज अ लॉस फॉर अस, एंड दैट इज व्हाट इट इज मेंशन्ड हियर. द टर्म डाइलेक्ट्रिक लॉस refers to the energy that is lost to the heating of an object that is made of an dielectric material. Now if the variable voltage is applied to it, these losses happen because the material changes the polarization, and these small electrons are shifting, and then the small alternating current flows between the material. Now if the material is consuming that electrons, then as you see, for the resistance or opposition, I square R kind of loss is happening, and for that purpose you will see that this particular loss can be calculated. Okay, so now write down this formula which is with the white background. ये सारी चीजें आपको लिख के लेना है. I think this one. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
The
Yes.
white background, ये फॉर्मूला है और उसके अंदर का डिटेल्स है, वो आपको आपके नोटबुक में अभी लिखना है. गिव अ हेडिंग डाइलेक्ट्रिक लॉस, डेफिनेशन लिखो यहाँ तक. ओके,
Okay, sir.
एंड देन राइट डाउन द फॉर्मूला.
हेलो सर, सर डेफिनेशन कहाँ तक लिखना है?
वेरिएबल वोल्टेज अप्लाइड टू इट.
ओके, थैंक यू सर.
Okay, done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now okay, you are done with this, right? Now what are the different application of dielectric materials in the capacitor? Like for energy storage, you can see. Also it is used for photosensitive materials, like for charging the laser printers, copying machines में भी use होता है. Also mechanical actuation, sound generation, piezoelectricity, and these all are the different application apart from the capacitor. So write down this point also in your notebook. So dielectric materials can be used in capacitors for energy storage. This is the one application. This is second application, laser printer and copying machine and mechanical operations. Okay, so यहाँ तक लिख लीजिए this point. dielectric materials से लेके यहाँ तक ये एक point add कर लीजिए आपकी notebook में. Okay, so now next point we are going to see is thank you, and that is what we are done for this chapter number 3. So what we are going to do with this dielectric material, इसका एक assignment भी है आपके लिए. Assignment
सर पीपीटी अपलोड कर दो ना सब जितना है प्लीज सर.
PPT ना?
हाँ सर, जो भी आप दिखाए ना सब अपलोड कर दो सर.
करता हूँ ठीक है. तो मटेरियल है ना ये. हेलो, सो मैंने पीपीटी और स्टडी मटेरियल अपलोड किया है उसमें, तो एक बार उसको आप देख लीजिए. एंड आई विल ऑल्सो गिव मी अ मोमेंट, आई विल ऑल्सो शेयरिंग द